Ben with SuperPumped Podcast. It is the first snow day we have had here in Cincinnati. We are so psyched. Juneau specifically, Denver are really pumped. So Juneau loves to play ball in the snow. We're out here doing that. There she goes. So embrace this, because so often this means a free day off, a free day to do whatever you want. Go out and play with your dog in the snow. Have some fun with that. But here's some other ideas. One of my favorite things is the toboggan. So we go to the park just down the street from us, jump on this bad boy. You can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 people if they're small. If it's just Denver and I, it might not be as many people. Denver, you want to get up on the toboggan? No? Okay. So that's one idea. Another idea is make a snowman. Now, this is a really puny one here, but super cute, right? Denver made this, actually. So Denver did a good job on his snowman. He's got a couple of rock eyes and then a carrot for a nose, a couple of sticks for arms. So that's a lot of fun too. Then when you're out here in the snow, it gets cold, right? So build yourself a fire. This is my fire today. And I've made this that way as we're playing. Juno and I throwing the ball. My hands get cold. They come over here. I can warm up at the fire. That is awesome. One of the things I like to do is when you're doing your fall cleanup of your house, take the leaves that you've been cleaning up, and instead of putting them in your trash, just burn them. They're your kindling to start that fire. If you missed my episode a few back on supporting one another, I talked about rebuilding my daughter's bed. This is some of the extra wood scraps from that project. These were actually vertical supports in the middle of the bed like that. So you can also take those and burn those. So any of your fall woodworking projects, you can get rid of those extra scraps, which is what we have here. Another idea, if you don't have leaves, guess what? Pizza boxes make incredible kindling. So just take your pizza boxes and you can put those in there. Oh, one other cool idea. You can take some of your plants from the fall. This is, I think, a mum, maybe? I don't know. I'm not great at plants, but you can basically put those in the fire as well. So let's see if that one burns or not. It's a little green yet, but it'll burn. So we've got that going. So those are some options. And then once that fire is rolling, you have to have s'mores. It's awesome. We actually have a Hershey's s'more box. So within the box, you've got your marshmallows, you've got your Hershey's bars, you've got your graham crackers, all in one ready-made box. So that's really cool. Love it. Final thing is, maybe you don't have this massive fire pit that my brother and I built, right? Maybe that's just not your vibe. Maybe you're in a starter home or maybe even an apartment. One cool thing is, and we used to have this actually in our apartment, and we would just put this in the parking lot, which maybe the management didn't love that too much, but you can make your own little fire here. And what's cool about it is it builds communities. You're out in the parking lot in a parking space with this little fire. Guess what? Then all of a sudden the neighbors are around and you're having a good time. Speaking of neighbors, it's fun to invite them over for cocoa. Look at this beauty with all the trees and everything. If you're looking out over that and having cocoa with neighbors, maybe you decide it's a board game day, a tech-free day, that is awesome. One final thing. I grew up in Phoenix, and do you know how many snow days I had in my entire childhood? A big fat 0. I never had one snow day. And that goes for my neighbors in Texas and a lot in California and throughout the Southwest United States and maybe warmer parts of the country. That's okay, because you can actually just create your own snow day for you and your family. So my parents would actually just decide one day, wake us up, no school today. We're going up to the high country, up to the Mogollon Rim, and we're going to have these tubes. And we went to this tubing place up near Payson, and we would just fly down the mountain all day. And then sometimes we would stay through the weekend, and we would go cross-country skiing and build snowmen and all the things that people who like the snow do. If this sounds good to you, go out and do it. Embrace what is winter. Don't just hide from it and be like, I hate the snow, I gotta scrape my car. That's not super pumped. Get super pumped. Embrace like Juno, laying in the snow, toboggan, a headless snowman, a fire pit, and of course, the s'more box. Have a super pumped snow day. Thanks for joining me today on the Super Pumped Life podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, I have 2 really quick next steps for you. First, subscribe or follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube so you don't miss future shows. And second, jump on over to SuperPumped.com, where there are all kinds of great tips and tools for you to launch your Super Pumped life. Keep well, and I'll see you next time.